These bitches love Sorced, going unknowing, fucking with them old boys. You gon' get fucked over. Rari's and Rovers, these hoes love cheap Sorced. Hit him with that cobra. Now that boy slumped over. They do it all for Sorced. You boys ain't making no noise. Y'all know I'm a grown boy. Your clique full of broke boys. Got y'all some broke boys. Got y'all some broke boys. We GBE dope boys. We got lots of dope boys. These bitches love Sorced, going unknowing, fucking with them old boys. You gon' get fucked over. Rari's and Rovers, these hoes love cheap Sorced. Hit him with that cobra. Now that boy slumped over. They do it all for Sorced. You boys ain't making no noise. Y'all know I'm a grown boy. Your clique full of broke boys. Got y'all some broke boys. Got y'all some broke boys. BBD dope boys. BBD dope boys. We got lots of dope boys.
What's good, my baby kids? It's your girl here, trying to administer back to the strict production. As you guys can see, we're going to be discussing the topic pretty much all about your kids. Okay, so with that being said, each pile is going to be different because I wanted to leave it up just to kind of see, like, do y'all have kids or not? Because I didn't just want to just dive into this with any specific, like, layout or rubric because everybody's different. And for a lot of you guys, I ask, like, first and foremost, I can already tell y'all might have to watch another one of my reads. I already have up about like your kids is your favorite to have in this lifetime. Because for a lot of you guys, you either think you can't have kids or you think that you done having kids. It's one or the other. Like for a lot of you guys, like, cause I asked, like, we move all the other stuff out the way because we ain't even on her right now. Like, mind your business, girl. We not on you right now. So I asked, what is your like fertility like journey looking like right now? And we got the first part that came out, y'all seen it when I shuffled, was the seed. Okay, so again, it's what I feel like this looks like for a lot of you guys. Some of you guys may feel like that you won't have kids. Maybe you feel like that you'll never be able to afford. Some of you guys that feel like that it could be in lieu of you watching this when I'm recording it. It could be in lieu of like the state of the world right now. State of like lieu of like the recent election and how that went. You could just be thinking like, I just don't see myself having kids with these people in this dating pool right now, or I don't see myself having kids like in this world. Like if it had to happen then by now, it's not gonna happen. Like there's certain level of energy surrounding that I'm getting from you guys. Like I feel like you all may feel like, I don't know, if it was a time to have kids, at that time it's passed away from you, and that is wrong. Like we have to sit here. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you might be going through like a financial blunder right now, and this may be making it to where you can't even think about kids, either having kids or like having more kids. For a lot of you guys, I feel like you don't have kids. For a lot of you who select this path, you do not have kids. Okay, you may have to, if you do have kids, I'm going to encourage you to either watch another reading I already have posted, or watch another pal. You might have been drawn to another pal. But for a lot of you guys, you don't have kids, but I do think that you have been like, either some of you guys, I can see a bunch of scenarios where for some of you all, you got some sort of diagnosis or some sort of like, you went to the doctor and they told you that there might be some concern surrounding this, fertility or whatever. But it's like, or you may feel like, again, it's like maybe you wanted kids but you haven't had them, so, or you haven't been doing anything to not have kids, so if it was going to happen, it should have happened, right? But that's not true. I feel like that for you guys, you have said something particularly to Spirit. I don't want to have kids and I don't have this and this together. Spirit heard you. They're going to make sure that you have this and this together before you have kids. Some of you guys said, I don't want to have kids with a certain type of person. Like, Lord, like, and it's going to be something you said when you was kids, like, when I grow up, I don't want to have this and that. Okay, this is why. Some of you guys, it's like, and I feel like it's something to surrounding. I do think that you will have children in this life. I just think that it's going to happen probably later in the age, or later in age than what you expected or what others expected you to have children. Okay, at the very least, because you do have the dove to Spirit, and the dove to me symbolizes marriage. For a lot of you guys, you will get the person that you have kids with will be somebody that you marry, or your kids that you have could have been after marriage. And some of you guys feel like, well, I'm not getting married again, so I don't see that, or something like that. For a lot of you guys, we have two doves actually, okay, and with door to personal healing and happiness being in reverse. For a lot of you guys, you desire children, you want kids, you love kids, and you may even look at people who have kids that you feel like don't deserve them, and you could just be feeling like, well, I'm hoping to one day have a child of mine, or I would love to be able to have a child of mine. However, you could also be like, at the same time, you could find reasons based off how other people are raising their kids, other things. It's like you could be an aunt or an uncle, right? And you could desire children, or you could just be like an educator. You could desire children, but at the same time, you probably are able to, like, for the same reason that you want kids, you're able to find the same amount of reasons why it's a good thing that you don't have them. I feel like that's where you at with your spiritual journey. Like, okay, I love the fact that I can get up and do what the fuck I want to when I want to do it. I love that, okay? Or your kids could just be grown, child. But for a lot of you guys, you don't have now. Or if it's like, I love the fact that, you know, for me to be going through what I'm going through right now, I'm glad that I don't have a child to bring through this. Or I'm glad that I don't have kids out of wedlock. Or whatever the fuck it is, right? I feel like it's something about, for a lot of you guys, you don't have children. You may desire them, but at the same time, it's like, well, I'm glad that, you know, X, Y, and Z. You know, maybe I'm glad that I didn't have kids with that person. I'm glad that I would have had kids by now, because I'm hearing my child with 8 and would have been 16 any minute. Sometimes I feel like Kaya is to both of them. It's like Kaya's little angel looking over them. So that's Nicki Minaj. She's talking about her abortion. Some of you guys could have lost a child or aborted a baby, and maybe there's some guilt surrounding that, or there's an energy surrounding, like maybe you've taken Plan B's. It's like there could have been opportunities where you could have had children, and you just decided, you know, that's not what I want to do right now, basically. Okay. If you're Divine Masculine watching this, you could have paid, like, no, I'll pay for that Plan B. I just don't want that right then. And maybe now, as you're older, this could be something that you're desiring. It's like, well, I maybe had the person I would have had kids in my life then, but this person right now, you know, something like that could be significant. I did ask, okay, will you have kids? Right? And like, it's not that you can't have kids. It's not that you're not working. It's more so about, do you feel like the person, like, it's more so like you have a choice in the matter, because we do have ethnic cores that came out in reverse. So look at all those kids. Again, it's not about can you have kids. You can have children. I don't care how old you think you are or how late you think it is. You can fully well have children. You can procreate if that's something that you desire to. It's not about that. It's about meeting somebody that you deem worthy of doing this with. That's what it's about. So, and I feel like this is something that will come to you, but it's going to happen in divine time, and with door to Spirit being present. I think it's about you feeling like, I think it's very important that the person that you have children with is somebody that you stick with, or somebody that's going to be worth a damn, okay? And that should be important for everybody, but it don't always happen that way. But for you guys, you're going to make sure that it happens that way. So, yes, I do think that you do have potential to have kids. I asked more about, like, will you have kids? And we got retribution. It came out sideways. I feel like an opportunity is going to come. Either it's already present, like, in a moment, or it will come very soon. Possibly between you and someone that you feel is a twin flame. Okay, during Scorpio season, so that's, I think, now. Okay, but there could be potential for like conception here. I just heard it's your birthday, so I know you wanna ride out. So some of you, I know I can't sing my, especially since my voice is going in and out. I don't know why I've been fine, but I don't know why my voice is still gone. So whatever the fuck that's about. But some of you guys could be birthday sex, but I heard makeup sex. Some of you guys, there could be a potential for conceiving a child in makeup sex type of scenario, because we do have creation. So I do think that you will create children in this life, and because we do have pride and generosity, yeah, you will have kids in this lifetime, but with distraction in reverse. I think that you're someone that wants to be able to provide a certain level of security for your kids, and that's not just material security, it's financially, emotionally, physical. You just want to be able to be prepared for when you have kids. With a pride, you want to be able to dedicate your undivided attention to your children, and I do think that opportunity will provide itself to you. I think that your children will be very beautiful, and I do think that by the time you have kids, you'll be able to provide for them. So that's a concern that you have if you are pregnant right now. For others of you, that's another storyline that I got. It's not that, you know, I don't know, some of you guys, you could find out you was pregnant. I could also see you guys found out you're pregnant later in life, right? Or later in the pregnancy. It's like, ooh, child, I was getting crunk the first trimester. I had no idea. What others of you need to know is that, yes, you're okay. Something about your baby is fine, too. And I think that regarding your children, I think that it's something about your child being a wake-up call to you. So for a lot of you guys, either way you flip script rubber down, these will be future children that I will be channeling or picking up on. I'm going to be pulling from a mixed tarot deck to see what they would like you to know all about your children, or what comes out. So tell me about, my viewers just like this pal, tell me about all about their kids. Okay. Oof. Again, they're telling me you don't have now, right now. But I think that this person here, you might have children with a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Gemini. Okay. For a lot of you guys, this is the Queen of Pentacles. Your kids are going to look a lot like their father. Okay. If you're the father, then they'll look a lot like you. But the children will look a lot like the father. They'll behave a lot like the father. So this may be why Spirit is saying, we're going to pump the brakes, because your person needs to be ready. Because you've already told Spirit, I want this for my children. Okay? And this person has to get their shit together. It may even be that this relationship be on a standstill until, quite literally, this person is able to be this person. Because I feel like for a lot of you guys, your children might be your beneficiaries. Okay? I think your kids will be very successful in life, and they will provide and take care of you. For a lot of you guys, your kids will take care of you in late age. Like, you might stay with your kids when you get old. For some of you guys, I can see that. I just feel like you're gonna have a very strong connection with your children. And I also feel like your children will be very spiritually gifted with the Magician. I think that your children, you won't be protected. I also feel like you'll be very tired and also very horny throughout your pregnancy with these children as well. What I think that your kids will have your wit, your creativity. I think they'll have their father's looks. They may have things that they'll have your best assets, but they'll still look like their father. Like, they'll have the mother's best qualities, but they'll look like their father, and they might have their father's personality as well. I think that your kids will be, for a lot of you guys, your kids will be stars. For a lot of you guys, you're fated to have kids with somebody that's quite successful. So if your kids might be, like I said, your beneficiary. Your children might end up being stars. Okay, a lot of your kids are destined for fame. At least one of them is. Okay, I feel like you'll definitely have a son that will take a lot after their father. Okay, for a lot of you guys, I feel like your children will be very balanced, okay, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. And with the Queen of Pentacles being here, I also think that for a lot of you guys, if your feminine energy's here, some of you guys will be stay-at-home mothers, okay, or they're wanting that, they're going to need that, okay. Some of you guys may homeschool your children. Tell me more about we'll just start. Tell me about pregnancy with these kids. I have a reading where I go into depth all the kids you're fated to have, pregnancy with each of them, what they'll look like, etc., their gender, and I'll link that below in the description of this one, because we're not going to make this too long, hopefully. But yeah, tell me about pregnancy with this first child. It appears to me that you guys don't have kids. With this first pregnancy, in the future, or this next pregnancy. Let me just say like that, their next pregnancy, because I don't know. Some of you guys could have lost a child, and my condolences. But for their next pregnancy, what will this next pregnancy be like for them? Might be just like this pal. Ooh, child, you're gonna be showing fairly quickly, or this divine feminine is gonna be showing fairly quickly. I do think this divine feminine. If you are thinking that your boobs are gonna get bigger when you have babies, I don't think so. I think your stomach is going to. I think you're gonna show. I think maybe later in the pregnancy the breast might enlarge, but I think for the most of the part, I see this divine feminine showing fairly quickly. I also think that your vagina is going to get bigger. I don't have any kids, so I don't know. This might be like a duck here, but I don't know. But I do think this, to me, that looks like a coochie. Okay, and I was talking about how you gonna be horny because I seen this rabbit. Like I said, you're gonna be wanting to fuck a lot. It's the Ace of Wands. Okay. And it's interesting that she's even pregnant in this card. So some of you guys, your first pregnancy, like you're going to notice that you're pregnant fairly quickly. You're going to be showing fast. You might have symptoms like fairly quickly. I think that this pregnancy will also be celebrated by a lot of people. A lot of people will be very happy that you're pregnant. Okay, tell me more about that for their next pregnancy. Okay, 8 of Cups in reverse. For a lot of you guys, this next pregnancy, it might be something that it might be happen in a time in which you and your lover are either at odds or separating or like having a difficult time. I think this child may come at this divine masculine might be very well off financially, and I think that you and this divine masculine, I think this masculine is gonna this person here really wants to be a part of this child's life, and I think that this pregnancy is going to occur at a time in which it might be very soon, and y'all talking, you know. For a lot of you guys, I think that this divine masculine energy for this pregnancy, I think that you might give this person a hard time throughout this pregnancy, but I think that they'll be very loyal to you. Okay. Because I think that I think this divine masculine had a father figure that was absent, or that maybe they feel like could have been better. Either way you flip the skirt, rub it down. There's some things about their father figure that they feel like they would be better had they not experienced those things, or had their father been better representation. So they're going to be they're going to be very deliberate and trying to be present. Okay, I do think that you're going to have a lot of morning sickness with this child. Okay. For a lot of you, you and your baby father are going to share symptoms throughout this pregnancy. I do want to put something on this 8 of Cups though, because I don't like that 8 of Cups. It is in reverse though, so again, I feel like this child, it might come when you guys are at odds. Like y'all are probably like either thinking about not talking anymore, or you guys are just now reconciling and you get pregnant fairly quickly, or it's like y'all just met and then, or y'all just start talking and then you get pregnant, and it makes things very serious. It feels like that the relationship between you and this person that you're going to have children with this next pregnancy, I think that it's really soon that you get pregnant. Okay, put some on this 8 of Cups. Put some on that 8 of Cups. Okay, the 3 of Cups, and it's right here. Some of you guys, you might be pregnant at the same time as someone else. Okay, I don't think that it's given like, it's not given like sister wives. It's not given like he got me pregnant, he in a whole relationship. It's not giving that. With this 3 of Cups, I feel like for a lot of you guys, like I said, you're going to have a lot of morning sickness. Your partner might share a lot of symptoms with you. I also think that you and your partner, again, y'all relationship might be friends with benefits type shit. Like it might be very lighthearted. Some of you guys want to be married before you have kids, and I think this might be somebody that you end up marrying, but I do think that you might not be, or you might be newly, like I don't think you'll be married actually with the 3 of Cups. I don't think you'll be married, and that might be what it is, something that you don't want in that instance. But I don't think that, because it's the 3 of Cups, and I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is like something getting serious. Like it makes this a light dynamic very serious between you and someone. Okay, put someone on this King of Cups, because I don't like how he looking right there. Why is he looking like that? Clarify the King of Cups. Okay, ooh, the 3 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, clarified by the 3 of Wands again. For a a lot of you, this divine masculine will want this baby. Yeah, the Hierophant. This divine masculine intentionally is getting this divine feminine pregnant. This is an intentional act. This divine masculine wants something serious with this divine feminine, and they may feel like with you outside, nigga that made you mad. Something like that, nigga that made you mad, back outside again. I think that this will be something like a shot in the dark technique that this masculine does to try to keep this person, like to keep this divine feminine, okay? I don't know. I don't like to say this divine masculine is using this child as a security blanket, but I also get an energy surrounding you and this person. You're gonna have like the same, like y'all gonna be experiencing the same symptoms. 3 of Wands in the masculine, 3 of Wands in the feminine energy. Okay, so y'all are gonna be feeling the same symptoms. Nausea. This person can be very nauseous. I also think this divine masculine will be very protective over you. Okay, and that's what this looks like. It's like somebody waiting outside. This person is definitely going to be the one that brings you the test. You're going to find out with this person. They want to go to every doctor's appointment. And I think this person is very particular too about how they want you to do things throughout this pregnancy. They might be very nervous. Okay, I see this person here. This divine masculine, yeah, he looks very nervous. This person, they might want to, like, I'm gonna be honest, they might get a paternity test. Just gonna be completely honest. They might ask for that. Don't get offended. This person here, they just want to make sure. Like, for some of you guys, this person in the past, they could have had somebody that, if it is like a sister wife type of situation, I feel like the other person, that's not their baby. And I feel like, or if this person could have just had, that could be that. For some of you guys, this person could have had pregnancy scare with an ex, and the person could have lied about being pregnant, and it wasn't, okay? Or you guys would have had, for some of you guys, for a few of you guys, there could have been instances where, for some of you guys, you could be married in this relationship, and it could be like, we've been trying, and maybe there's, energy of a rainbow baby coming back around. Some of you guys, it could be like, we've been trying. There could have been some failed pregnancies in the past. It would have already happened. I wouldn't be predicting something for the future. It would have already happened up to this point. Like, I've tried to have kids, we've miscarried, and this will be like a pregnancy that this person, this masculine is very, of course they want you. But you guys could be having difficulty with your IVF treatments and trying to get it to work, and they want this baby, they want this relationship, and this could be something that both of you guys want, but this could have caused a strain. If that's your situation, you would already know that, because it will be the situation right now. And then yes, you will have a child, but it matters like your mental health and your emotional stability. Like, you can't be stressed when conceiving this child, and when this child happens, it will be happening like in a moment of love and passion. And when it's like, when it's not as much pressure surrounding, I feel like this child, when they're born, they're gonna be very free spirited. And it's going to make sense how the pregnancy and how this person had to be conceived. It's going to make sense when you have this child. Boom. But anywho, I don't think this person's going to mistreat you, cheat on you, or none of that weird shit while you're pregnant. If anything, they're going to be very overbearing, this divine masculine energy. This divine feminine energy might be a little bit spoiled, might be moody. Okay, I do think this divine feminine energy, your body is going to get curvier, but you're going to feel off very well. You're going to look very sexy while pregnant. Very, very sexy. Now, I will say this. Your hair is going to grow very long. And it's going to get very thick. And I do think that for a lot of you guys, you're going to feel like your hair is unmanageable for my divine feminines. Even for my divine masculines, your hair is also going to be growing like weeds. Getting very thick. You might grow a beard. If you haven't been able to grow a beard, you're going to grow a beard while this person's pregnant with your child. And you ain't been able to grow a beard none of your life. Type shit. You're going to grow one. I also feel like for my divine feminines, I think that if you're concerned about like being groomed down there when you have a child, I think you're going to be able to keep up a routine maintenance as far as like your health and your skincare. That might be very important to you. I feel like you're going to be pampered. You might be at home a lot during this pregnancy. I don't feel like you're going to be working. I think this person that you're going to have a child with, this divine masculine energy, is very traditional. Okay, very, very traditional. And what's interesting is your staff looks like vaginas, and we have this right here. I think that you got, for his staff, I think for a lot of you guys, your vagina is going to go through a lot of changes after this pregnancy. You are going to give birth naturally. I will tell you that. You're going to give birth naturally, and I also feel like this divine masculine energy, they're going to be, like, you're going to be their comfort space. Like, they're going to be under you a lot, but you might be moody, and it might be hard for this person to be around. They're going to want to be around nobody but you and their baby. And it's going to be you that's not going to be touched. And they're going to be feeling away. Because all they want to do is cuddle with you while you're pregnant. And they're going to be feeling a fucking way that you want to be, like, you're just, like, irritated. So, tell me more about this this pregnancy. Anything else about this pregnancy with this next pregnancy? What do you know? Ace of Pentacles. I do think this child will be like a gift. I do think that your baby shower is going to have a lot of fucking gifts. You might not even want a fucking baby shower. Your partner is. So that's just it. Your partner's going to want a baby shower. And I think your partner might be somebody. This divine masculine energy for sure definitely has a lot of people that like them and love them as a person. Okay. For a lot of you guys, your child is going to push you, like who you have kids with, divine feminine or divine masculine, your kids are going to be like famous. A lot of you guys are successful and you're going to end up being famous or being put in the forefront. And your kids might have like a star quality that just really makes them famous. For a lot of you guys, like divine feminine, you're going to have kids with somebody that might be very, very successful and well off. So your baby shower, you're going to have everything you fucking need. Anything that you could possibly want and desire, you're going to get it when you're pregnant. And you might get like a push present. Okay? It's crazy I said that. And the next card, like she getting like a push present for some of you guys. I also feel like your next pregnancy, your partner's gonna be very, 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 very protective over you. Very protective over you. Your partner might make it to where it's non-negotiable. You're gonna live with me, okay? And it's like that might be what's out of order. But I do think that because you want to get married, that might be something. That's why pride is here in generosity. I think that there's gonna be some things that you need and want for your pregnancy and for children that you want that you're gonna get. Okay, but it might not happen in the order in which you would like it to. That might be the issue for you. For a lot of you guys. Yeah, for a lot of you, that's a push. Yeah, I do think that you're gonna have a very smooth pregnancy. It's gonna be labor that's gonna be very hard for you. Labor, this child, they might kick a lot, and they're gonna kick hard, and they might kick things in your body that you didn't even know could be moved. Like it's gonna be like, I feel like this child might be tall. Okay, they're gonna have long legs. They're gonna be a kicker. You're going to have a very active baby in your pregnancy. Very active baby. You're going to feel everything they do while they're in there. Okay? And I think that your child is going to crave a lot of fruits and vegetables during this pregnancy. Okay? What is this baby going to be like? What do you think about this baby when they have this baby, their next child, the next pregnancy? Okay. Oh, Nine of Cups came out in the upright. Okay? Nine of Cups. Child is going to be very, very easygoing. They're going to have a reasonable sleep schedule. And they have to have naps. And they're going to demand that shit. This is not going to be a baby you got to convince to take their ass to bed. They're going to tell you, I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy. What's wrong with you? I'm sleepy. Oh, okay. I got something for that. Come on. You go take a bit of nap. Very well behaved. They might have a really cute voice. Okay, she's holding this little fucking horn. Your child might be able to be. They might be musically inclined. Your child might be a singer. For a lot of you guys, they're a looker for sure. They're definitely cute. Whatever baby you want, you're gonna get that. If you want a girl, you're gonna get a girl. If you want a boy, you're gonna get a boy. But this baby's gonna be so stinking cute. So stinking cute. For a lot of you guys, it might be a girl. Okay. So stinking cute. Okay, they might have like a little attitude and they might give stank faces, but they're so stinking cute. This baby is definitely, this divine masculine is gonna want to spoil this child. They're gonna take a lot of pictures too. Y'all are gonna do a lot of family photo shoots and stuff, and y'all gonna have a lot of family photos of all of y'all like around the house and stuff. This divine masculine is gonna spoil this baby, and it's nothing like y'all might get into it because it might be a little girl for sure. Daddy's girl. Daddy's girl. Daddy's girl. I'm telling you, like, y'all might get to an argument about, like, I didn't even see this little dolphin back there. This child might be they might talk early, or they might coo, and, like, they're going to be very eager to reach their milestones fairly quickly, like, very advanced. This masculine energy is going to love being a dad. They're going to love it. And it don't matter what y'all got going on. That's not going to stop them showing up for their kids. Like rain, sleet, or stuff. This is somebody that even if they went to jail, they'll still make sure their babies had shit in the real world. In the real world, like literally. Like nothing will stop this person from showing up for their baby. At all. Period. Okay? I do think that this masculine energy might be hard, generally speaking, but this baby gonna make them soft. Like, really, really soft. Like, I think this like your pride and joy. I think that for my divine feminine, your child is going to be a looker, very smart, very good at school. They're going to reach their milestone, like I said, very quickly. You're going to be very proud of your kids. Very, very proud of your kids. You're going to have that baby that people be like irritating when you come around, because they just know you going to come around talking about how your baby's advanced and how they can do all this extra stuff. And for a lot of you guys, like, I don't think that your babies are going to be at their grandparents' house. Oh, like, I don't. I think your grandbaby's grandparents are going to be very mad, because you're going to be like, no, you can visit. You come over here. And I feel like your baby father or the baby father or the baby mother going to be like your other parent, the child's other parent, whoever you are. Your child's other parent's going to be on the same type of tip. No, I don't know about them spending the night. Like, y'all going to have one of them kids. Like, y'all baby's going to go everywhere y'all go. And y'all going to, like, y'all dates and shit is going to shift around parenthood. Like, I see that for y'all kids, like, for this next pregnancy. It's like, y'all if y'all have a couples retreat, it's like, it's Disneyland instead of Cabo, you know? It's something like that. Some of you guys, you might go to Disneyland for the first time because you got kids. Some of y'all. But I definitely see you guys going to SeaWorld, all types of shit. I don't like SeaWorld because I don't like the mass incarceration of animals. I don't believe in the mass incarceration of animals or people. But that's me. But unless they're rapists and murderers, that was the only exception for people where I feel like they belong behind bars. But anyway, that's beside the point. For a lot of you guys, I feel like you're gonna have, like, your child might be super into like Halloween or like costumes, okay, or like dressing up. Your child's gonna love dress up, because I'm looking at this cobblestone, like somebody Hocus Pocus made me think about that. Your kids are gonna be like very curious. Very curious. If you're very spiritual watching this, so your kids are going to be very inclined to like learn more about spirituality. Okay, you might have your kids shadow you and teach your kids the trick of the trades regarding like root work, ritual, spells or things of that nature, or prayer, depending on who you are, or whatever you do in your spiritual practices. Your child is going to be right under you learning that. Okay, so yeah, it's like generations. Like, y'all gonna start a lot of traditions, family traditions that y'all gonna have. Put some of the pink clips. Seeing the ones in reverse. I feel like this baby here, I feel like, for one, I think you're gonna be pregnant for a long time. For a long time. And you're gonna be like, oh my God, I'm ready to have this baby. But baby, when them labor pains come in, you're gonna be like, why the fuck? And I also feel like your hair gonna be thick as hell when you're pregnant, and it's gonna grow long. And after you have this baby, your hair might thin. It might shed a lot, but it's still gonna be long. But you might lose a lot of hair after you had this baby. I also think that for some of you guys, like, I do think your breasts are going to get bigger at the end of the pregnancy. A lot of you guys might be body conscious after you had a baby. But I don't think that you will be like, you're going to have a little puss, but you're not going to be big as fuck after you had a child. I do see you might have stretch marks, obviously. Or the divine feminine is going to have stretch marks. Divine feminine energy is going to have postpartum depression after this baby. I can see that for sure. And I do think the divine masculine energy is going to be very protective over this person. And I think this divine masculine energy, for a lot of you guys, I think that they're going to make sure, like, you might rest a lot when this baby's born. Or this divine feminine energy is going to be resting a lot. And divine masculine energy is going to be very hands-on, which is nice to see. And I think that this masculine energy, they might not have the right things to say to you to help you, like, get out of this slump. They might be a little bit abrasive towards the divine feminine unintentionally. I think that they're going to be trying their hardest to be sweet, but they're going to be very, like, hands-on surrounding being a father. Okay, it's going to be their focus. But I do think they're going to give this divine feminine the space they need. Okay, you're going to have space to rest, divine feminine, after you had this child. Clarify this, but it's like the burdens is being released. So after you had this kid, I do think that for one of you gonna feel like everything, all your insides was pulled out and you were put back. You're not gonna feel the same. Your body not gonna operate the same. Some of you guys, like, you gonna be feeling because you're not gonna be able to sneeze no more without going to the bathroom. Like, I'm telling you, you're gonna be feeling like some of you guys are gonna be tired, get tired very easily after this next pregnancy. And I can also see for a lot of you guys, like, it would behoove you to go to a chiropractor after you have this baby and to wear your band, okay? It's for your posture. It's not about your weight or whatever, because I feel like you're gonna have a little bit of a budge, but it's not gonna be it's not gonna be drastic. For a lot of you guys, I feel like you're gonna snap back pretty quickly. And you're just gonna have like that little bit of, like, you might have a little bit of an oatmeal tummy after you have a baby, but that oatmeal pie tummy, but you're still gonna be fine as fuck to a lot of people. And your hair gonna be long as shit. Your hair is gonna grow so fucking long, like so long. Something done. Divine masculine, this person's breast is gonna get big and they're gonna go through different like changes. Their boobs is gonna go through a lot of changes. Their hair is going to grow very long. Okay, it's gonna fall out. They're gonna be stressed out. They're gonna need you to be present. Okay, because they're not gonna have the words to tell you because they don't even know who they are anymore. Everything feels weird. Their body's not functioning the way it was. They're learning their whole body all over again, and they need you to step up. Okay, and I see you doing that, divine masculine. Okay, divine masculine might work from home. They might take a leave off when you guys have this baby. I'm telling you, this divine masculine's not playing around. They're not playing around. They wanted this baby bad. I'm telling you. Okay, so what do they know about this child? Period. Then I'm picking up on for the next pregnancy. What do they know about this child? Okay. What do they know about this child? Okay. I love that we ended on that note, okay? Because we started off a little bit scary, okay? Yeah. Your child is very picky. They don't want anybody to be their fucking mama or daddy. They're very, very picky about how they want to come into this fucking world. And they could have came to you a long time ago. They could have came to you a long time ago. With this 5 of Cups and this Page of Swords, for a lot of you guys, they gonna tell you that this baby is one thing, and when you have this baby, it's gonna be a different thing. They might tell you this baby a boy, and it might be a girl. Okay. For others of you with the 5 of Cups and the Page of Swords in reverse, I think that there's gonna be a lot of. Don't believe the hype is what they're saying. Don't think that just because it happened, that it won't happen, because it will happen. Opportunity out of nowhere. And I feel like this child is going to be very sensitive, very spoiled, and they demand your undivided attention. They will not come into this earth until you can give them that. Period. Okay? We have the Hangman in reverse. I do think this child here, again, won't be burdensome. This child won't be bad. This child won't be like, you'll be in a very comfortable state of your life to where you can provide. Okay, it ain't no getting out the mud for your child. Your child don't want that for themselves, so they're not coming into this world to where they gotta watch you get it out the mud. They don't want that lifestyle. I'm telling you, they don't. They don't. Period. Okay. The 2 of Wands also suggests that this child has already picked you, chose you to be their parent. They're just waiting for you to get in alignment to where you meet the person that they want you to be with, so that they can be that can be their dad or they can be their mom. Okay, the 5 of Swords also talks about like this kid again. They could have been came to you because we ended up with the Star card. They know that you want them. This Emperor, the World card, and look, she's pregnant right there, and the 4 of Pentacles. They're coming. They can't wait to come towards you. They can't wait, but they want a specific parent. With the Emperor and the World card, they want the Star card. They want a very specific person to be their other parent. That's it. That's what they want you to know. Like, it's not you, it's me. So they're just spoiled. And I feel like what they're saying is right now they're next to the Most High. Okay, and that they're around you when you're sad. For a lot of you, this will be a little girl. They're very sensitive. And some of you, if you're divine feminine, I feel like, or divine masculine, this applies to the person that you have kids with. This divine feminine energy has been through a lot. Probably has miscarried or lost kids. Probably has been very nurturing to a lot of people. And I think this child sometimes gets a little jealous because they can't wait to be nurtured by this divine feminine. But I think this divine feminine has been through a lot in romantic relationships, has been through the ringer. And this child wants to be born in a safe environment because they know how good of a parent that this divine feminine energy will be. They know they know who this person is. They love you already. They already telling you that you're a good mom to babies that aren't yours. So they know that you'll be a good mom to them. For the divine feminine, or this divine feminine, if you're concerned about that divine masculine, the person you're gonna have kids with will be a phenomenal mother. Outstanding, doo-ba-doo-ba-doo, girl, makes me wanna shout. Yeah, I'm telling you, this person might be a little older, or they might be very mature, very old-fashioned with the way they raise their kids. I think this child may stay in the house for a long time. Like, they might be like, this kid's gonna be under you, like, even like though they're gonna be a daddy's girl. Okay, I also see them being a mama's baby too. Like, your child is gonna go both ways. They have already picked their parents out. Like, I'm telling you. And they're not wavering on that, period. So, yeah, this will be a reading. I love you guys. Send them on the back. And, of course, around out. So, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
I've got little love, shit just to live this here lifestyle. We came straight from the bottom to the top, my lifestyle. We were living life like beginners. trust, and this is only the beginning.
You and me will always be tied. Memory every single day and night. Even when you start to acting like a fool, you know I'm loving every single thing you do.
Okay, what's up, baby? It's your girl, 𝒮𝓂𝓒𝓂𝓂𝓅𝓈, Minister, back another Sugar Production. As you guys can see, I've already pre-selected the cards. Well, some of them, at least. Ooh, excuse me. Let me cough in my ear. But each pile will be different because I'm asking different questions because I didn't want to go into it with the cookie cutter type of grid. I did a reading where I'm already posting it on my channel where I talk about the children that you're ready to have. Where I go into depth about the pregnancy with each one of them, their genders, their spiritual gifts, what they look like, so on and so forth. If that is something that you're more interested in, I'll put that below in the description box. This reading is more so, I did ask each child different questions. First and foremost, I asked, do you guys have kids? For the time that I previously recorded, that was for people who didn't have, and I'm going to shuffle it, you know, in the post, but the problem that I just did, they didn't have children. So their reading is going to be different than those who might have kids or have kids that, you know, are grown, so on and so forth. I just want to kind of leave this open for multiple storylines. I want to leave with that so the child will feel attacked or feel away. So it's your favorite hit psychic on the tube, and we're back with another sugar-free production. Sugar-free production just means I'm never gonna tell you don't have to do any bullshit. I'm gonna keep it all the way in bed with you, and if you can sit with it, let's just keep it rolling. So I've already pre-selected the cards. I asked first and foremost, do you have kids? And that's what I asked with the Energy Oracle cards. Sorry if if you guys heard me just touch my mouth just now. I got the munchies because your girl been, engaging in the reefer, and I'm hungry. But so all these cards are just for the answer to me, do you have kids? And it's looking like, yes, you got kids, but baby, you could be mad at me. Chicago. You shouldn't be, but you might be. Because I feel like you got kids you can't afford. Okay, and for a lot of you guys, I feel like you have the kids with somebody that ain't there for the other ones. So I don't know why you could keep putting yourself in situations where you will continuously make babies with somebody that's conditionally present in the other kids. Like for others of you guys, I feel like you have children with somebody that you separated from. This person may be more financially well off than you, and since the relationship is separated, you're putting a distance between this person and their kids when it doesn't need to be there. Especially considering the fact that I feel like for a lot of you guys are experiencing financial constraints. Like you have kids and you love your children, okay? You love your kids. Their kids love you, but I feel like for a lot of you guys, you are continuously getting pregnant because I'm hearing, if you can't feed your baby, then don't have your baby. And I'm not saying, this is a general reading. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not telling you to do nothing, but I could just see where somebody's having a lot of children out of wedlock at that. And for a lot of people who put this power, it's like, I'll just figure it out. If I had a baby, I'm meant to have a baby. Yeah, that's true. However, you are doing what's required to have babies. Like, we're grown. Like, I don't feel like you doing enough is what you should be doing to protect yourself from having kids. Like, I feel like I'm talking to somebody that just like dry ass like to be pregnant, or just like to have kids because you're using your kids as like a void to have purpose or to fill in a space or whatever. Some of you guys are having kids to keep somebody, which is an issue because I don't feel like this person want to be kept. They probably let their kids, probably is a great father, but they're a shitty spouse. So, either your partner wants to provide for their kids and they're conditional, like, man, you gotta be talking for me to do for my kids, or it's the energy of like, some of you, like, this person might be more successful than you, might be able to provide your kids with a better life, and it might be an ego thing for you to like let your kids go stay over there. But for a lot of you who select this power, like, you have a, like, the child's father, like, wants to be part of this child's life. Is willing to provide, capable of providing, but it's a pride issue between you and this person because y'all have conflict in y'all relationship. But what I need you to know is that has nothing to do with the baby. Like, I don't know, because I just feel like where there's like an energy where I see a divine feminine struggling to provide for their child just because they want that child there every day, right? But why bring your child? Why force your kids to go through certain things to get out? And I understand loving your kid. Well, I don't have kids, but I can empathize with you having kids, labor and have kids, and your kids being like your backbone, loving your kids. But if you know that they can't have a better life with their other parent, you know, why deprive them of that just because you want to be able to have access to them because of how they make you feel, right? You know, for somebody out there, that could be something where I feel like your child's father is saying, like, I would like my kids to stay with me. Like, instead of paying child support and you call me for money all the time, I would rather my kids be here with me and I'll take care of them, you know. And some of you, it's like, you know that your child's father will do anything to jeopardize your child's safety. It's just the principle of y'all not being together anymore for some of you guys. And it's like, this person may have been a bum while y'all was together, and they might have came up on some money after y'all relationship. And this child, because they'll show me a movie, Single Mothers, where I think this, in that particular movie, they're showing me like different storylines. Some of you guys, this person got money, they can't provide, and they use this to like stir up shit in your household. You know, that could be a storyline as well for some of you guys. If that doesn't apply to or the other one, I could also see where this motherfucker got money, they come around, they buy a bunch of shit, and you struggling with your kids, and you love your kids, and you there full time, and they get to just wave gifts in this person's face, and it's supposed to count for something. Now, in that case, I can see why you could be like possessive of your kids, you know? So, for a lot of you, you need a personal reading. But I did ask like more like what you know about your kids. We got self-sabotage and secrets revealed, and we also got grounding, scarcity, giving, receiving. For a lot of you guys, like, you can't afford, like, I'm gonna be real, either you don't got kids and you thinking other people got kids and you just want one because it's cute, and you just thinking because the person that you like got money, they're gonna be present. You need to be focused on yourself. But if you don't have kids, don't just go have a baby just because it seems cool and cute to have a baby. No. For others of you, what I'm saying is, like the storyline I was getting earlier, like some of you guys, you really like, you barely have your kids at the time. Okay. Like some of you guys are like thinking about having more kids, and it's like the child that you got, like you barely can have somebody to take care of that child. You know, you barely can provide for this one. You don't need to be doing things to put yourself in harm's way where you having more children to make the burden harder. Okay? Especially if, for a lot of you guys, like I could also see where somebody got kids. Okay, and you might be in a good relationship right now with somebody that's generous with you. You might love that person. Okay? You might have a child with somebody else that's, you know, how do I say this? Your current boo thing could be present in your child's life, and it's confirmation, and accept them as theirs, right? For some of you guys, I can see their storyline, and you could not be really able to. If this person wasn't in your life, for some of you guys, you wouldn't be able to take care of certain things, and because of that, you love this person, and you might think that because they want kids, it would be good for you to have a child. No, because I feel like in this relationship here, you're with this person because of what they can give you. Right? And I think that it would be just uneven. It just wouldn't be right, like under those pretenses. Because I feel like for a lot of you guys, if that situation where it's like my new boo thing got money and they take care of me and my baby, you know, it just makes sense. We've been together. We shouldn't have kids just because we like each other and we love each other. It's like somebody has like a very immature, like they think, oh, if I like somebody, we together for a long time, we supposed to have a baby. It don't always go that way. You don't have to. Everybody that you date don't have to meet your pussy first and foremost, or your dick. Everybody's not worthy of your semen or your womb being fertilized. Okay, like you can like somebody and have a relationship with somebody without it going to this next step. Okay, especially if this relationship between you and the person is like, if somebody isn't willing to marry you, 9 out of 10 you can help it. They'll be trying to like, because a marriage is less temporary than a pregnancy. A pregnancy is for life. A child is for life, you know? And with self-sabotage, your secrets revealed, like some of you guys can stop having kids with people that you already know ain't no good, you know? Or people that are selfish, you know, by nature. They might have money, but if they're not giving it to you, you know, then what difference does it make if they just have money? You know, like, don't be thinking, like, somebody here might be thinking, like, oh, I'll have kids with somebody just because they have certain things. Like, that's not going to go well for you. Like, you can be making sure that you can provide, take care of your child beyond it. And I can also see divine masculine. If you're divine masculine, watch it. Some of you guys are thinking, oh, I can provide for kids. I can afford a baby. Right now, you can. It's going to be more shit that transpires to where, you know, no matter how much money you think you got, it don't matter. You can ask the richest person you know. They'll tell you that kids is expensive. Period. Okay? And beyond that, it takes more to raise a child than finances. Cut all the shit. Like, some of you guys need to know, it's like, there are some things that, if you have a couple kids right now, I'm not saying you ain't raising your kids right. I'm not saying that. I just feel like you don't need to be trying to have no more if you have kids. And if you don't have kids, it's for a reason. You probably don't need none right now. Don't go rushing to go have none. If you ain't got none, this is your pal. Because I feel like that it's a lot more to go into parenting than what you perceive it to. It's like my friend in high school, she planned a pregnancy. And I know that sounds real retarded, because it is. But, well, can I say that now? But this is somebody who planned a pregnancy in high school with her boyfriend. Because they just was together. They just thought it would be cute if they had a baby. Like, you know, they non-traditional people. They was having sex. You know, young and shit. Young and dumb for sure. But shit young and dumb. But she just feel like, oh, we together and they just think about their features. Like, we would look real cute. Like, we could just make a cute baby. Like, and it's just because they just feel like they can make a cute baby, they just made a baby. Now, she separated. Her mama ain't got her baby most of the time, or her daddy. Okay? She barely, like, when she around her child, she's not really teaching her kids the milestones necessary for her kids to really thrive. Yeah, she makes sure her baby got, like, the stage to where it will be on the outside, but half the time your baby is being raised by somebody else. Your mama and your daddy, or your stepmom, or, like, your friends and shit. Me and my sister potty trained my guidance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my God, me and my sister potty trained her. She was not potty trained. Why is she 3 years old not knowing how to speak? You know, damn near non-verbal. And it's not that she was able, it's just that she wasn't being required to do certain things. And for somebody here, I feel like that's, like, I hate to eat tough love, but, like, for somebody here, it's like, I know somebody that, like, got a baby, and, like, she has pregnancy scares all the time. It's like, it's nothing. It's like, girl, if it wasn't for me, who the fuck, like, your baby would have had to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had to have a lot of support with the babies that you had. Get the ups to the support. Like, don't go try to be vicarious and think that you're going to have that same amount of support when we barely was able to help take care of the other one. It's like, I don't know. I know a lot of people that's like that. They have babies for other people to take care of them. Just because it's cute. They like being pregnant. They like being taken care of. They like how people treat them when they're pregnant. And they're thinking like, oh, it's going to be that way. Or, I don't know. Somebody's just wanting like the keys to evil. Because I remember my sister, she had planned that. She planned to have my niece before I just kept. Alright? Before I just kept. Like when you think about it, she lucky man on accident. Now, when it happened, when the relationship didn't work out, this shit didn't want her. You understand what I'm saying? It's like something like that. And now that she's here, of course she loved my niece, she take care of my niece, but even with that, like, she needed a lot of help and assistance. And if she didn't have a lot of the constraints and like a lot of the assistance that she had surrounding her, ain't no telling what type of situation my niece will be in or her. Okay? They've already been in an unsavory situation. So it's like, for some of you guys, it's like that. It's like, Just because, like, I don't know, like, I'm seeing somebody that's like, oh, I made it work this far. And it's like, yeah, but goddamn, like, I don't know, like, don't add no extra. I don't know how to explain. Like, don't make it hard on your kids if you don't have to do that. Like, some of you guys, like, you're not, like, you having raw sex and you don't even having raw sex. Like, you let a motherfucker take the condom off. And this might be somebody that like you right now, and you got kids, and you probably think, oh, this relationship is so good. Oh, this person will be a better baby daddy than the last one, or better baby mama than the last one. Like, how do you know that? You know? You don't really know that for real. Just enjoy your cupcake phase with your boo, and go on. You know, for some of you, that's the storyline. Hold on, y'all, I'm probably the bitch. So, I'm back. Y'all, let me tell y'all what all transpired. Not only did I go make you something to eat, but I took like a several hour long nap. It's in the afternoon now. It was in the morning when I started recording. That's how long I was asleep. So something about that is significant for either what type of parent you are already or what type of parent you would be. And like when I was eating, they kept showing me Chrisean Rock. And we know Chrisean Rock, you know, she went to jail. She didn't have her kids for her child for a large sum of his life from what he been on this earth already. He ain't been on this earth long. And the time that she did have a child, it's been, you know, like, even when she does try to care for her child, this isn't like no shade or anything towards Chrisean, because Chrisean never really had the best example growing up in the first place. But it don't excuse from the fact that she's never holding her baby head or neck properly. It don't excuse from the fact that her child has disabilities as a result of her poorly behavior and reckless behavior while she was carrying this child. It don't change for the fact that she had a child by somebody who's already a bad parent to begin with. And for some of you, something like that is significant. You know, it's like, and I hate to give y'all like this tough love, but it's either gonna resonate or it's not. Like, you don't need to be rushing to have no kids, because what I really want to say is if you don't have kids, you will be a selfish mother or a selfish father already, because a lot of you guys, I don't know, you know how they call Chrisean Rock the big baby? Some of you guys are spoiled rotten. You could be the youngest child and you just used to things just being like the center of attention. You know, because like they're showing me my mama. My mama is the baby. My daddy is the baby. Both of them are the youngest. And they do not like the fact that they had to split attention between themselves and their children. Both of my parents are inherently the most selfish people on the fucking planet. You know, my mom had to, literally, it came a choice between her having a boyfriend or her being a mother, and she chose being a boyfriend over that. Like, I'm not even bullshitting you when I tell you 2008 on St. Patrick's Day, my mama packed up our shit, wet clothes, and threw it in trash bags and dropped it off on the curb because she got tired of being a mama. And it sounds so fucking random, but shit, that's just like person she is. At the end of the day, she just feel like she couldn't take it no more. You know, and the way she'll tell the story is, oh, my kids want to go with their dad, and I thought that was best for them. When the reality is that she just straight up decided she didn't want to be a mom no more. She flat out neglected us. Okay, so something like that can be significant. Like, a lot of you guys, it would be not only selfish to your body and other people for you to have more kids or to have kids, period. Or it just is already. Like, your kids that you probably have, some of you guys know that you're terrible parents or terrible mothers by choice, okay? Some of you, it could just be like, for a lot of you, they're showing me like, what's that movie that I was watching with Angie, that singer that sang Rise Up in it. Fuck. But her kids was mad because they was broke and poor. Like, shit, they was like, why do we have to live like this? Like, I don't know. And I'm not saying it because I don't know. I don't believe that people should just give up on their parents or whatever, or hate their parents when they poor. Because the wealth of love to me is more valuable than like material stuff. But if that's the case, I would feel like this person, this child, is equally loved by the other parent who can also provide them with a better life. And some of you guys are the problem your kids from that experience. But whoopty.
My mama made me this headband. From what I understand, your mama made you. Whoopty fucking doo-doo.
Dude, okay, very specific, but I don't know, some of you guys are just not, like, I don't know if you, something about, like, your mind is not in the right space for you to be thinking about kids, okay, or you just probably don't have custody of the kids that you have right now. If you do have custody, they're barely in your custody.
Listen, if you're a mama and you ain't got your baby, and your mama got your baby, then you're not the mama. Your grandmama's the baby.
So it's like showing me like a lot of people in my family who like when they are around their kids, they on their phone. It's other people telling their kids like, you know, like not for nothing. I'm trying not to like say specific names because I don't want nobody to be mad. But I know a few people that swear up and down they don't want nobody telling them how to raise their kids, or they don't want no help with their kids, but they need all the help in the world when it's convenient for them. Okay, so for like a lot of you guys, like if you do have kids, if you used to really be honest with yourself and think about how your kids got a lot of stuff they got, a lot of that would be because other people were there to help you. Okay, or if at any event, at any moment, your kids was calling other people's mama or daddy because of your lack of presence in their child's life, you really need to take that into consideration when you think about having more kids. Okay, or if you find yourself like right now robbing Peter to pay Paul to support the kids you currently have, you don't need to be thinking about having no more. And I hate to be like that, but something like that is significant. But I'm supposed to smoke tarot because I did like take a whole fucking nap on y'all ass. But that's how disinterested I was into like y'all pal. So some of y'all, I don't know, either you don't have kids, and I hope that you don't have kids watching this pal, or that it was an accident. I hope that it was either an accident that you was wrong to this pal, or you don't have kids. Or you at least mature enough to hear like the truth. Okay, if this is your pal and it does resonate, at least hopefully you mature enough to be like, you know what, Key, you right. You know, I do have some selfish tendencies. I don't need to be thinking about kids. But if you're thinking that children like are gonna get you some money and make you better off because you see other people get benefits for having kids, or if you think that a child is gonna keep somebody in a relationship, or if you think that children is gonna make you feel good, that's selfish. Okay, don't be that person. So if they do have kids, what do they need to know? What about their kids? If they already have kids, what do they need to know about their kids? If they already have children, for my viewers, just like this power spirit living God shows you as I do check me as I shall these messages. Let the message be clear out the ticket for my viewers divine path. They do have children. What do they need to know about these kids if they have children? For those of them who select this power, what do they need to know about these children if they already have? If they have kids. I don't like the fact that the devil came out. It is in reverse. That's good, I guess, but this indicates to me like for it to be in reverse at some point it has to be an upright. What is this that there? We'll put it back. Okay. If they have children, what do they know about these children? If they have children, what do they know about these children? If they have kids, for those who select this power, what do they know about these kids? Here's the thing, like if you have kids, it just takes more than love to raise children. I'm just gonna say that. It takes more than love just to raise kids. There's more than that goes into raising children. If you do have kids out there, feel like there might be an energy surrounding. If you already have kids watching this pal, you might be too naive to realize that some people that you invite your kids around don't mean your child know, like, nothing good. There's a 7 of Swords here. Some of you guys who already have children, why do I feel like your kids, like when it's supposed to be you and mommy time, when it's supposed to be daddy time, we dividing that into other things. It's like they're showing me DDG. It's like, I see where Holly going on. Like just the other day, 𝒮𝓂𝓒, that's how much I recorded, was popping perks on live stream. Yeah, Constantine sent him with a bunch of gifts, but like the environment in which DDG took his son, like right after this nigga was overdosing on fucking camera, just to get strangers. It's like, I send my child with you, it's supposed to be daddy son time. Why the fuck is you benefiting off my child? Why is you profiting off my child? I don't know. Some of you, your baby daddy is like this to a certain degree. Like your kid's supposed to be one place, but your kid's somewhere else. Or some of you, I could also see where it's like, I know somebody like that. Like, girl, you teach all week, right? You barely around your own kids. You got patience for everybody else's baby, but when it comes to your child, you spanking your baby for being a toddler. When it comes to your child, you don't have no patience. When it comes to your child, you can't wait to send her off with a nigga that you barely got cool with. The same nigga that had you in the STD clinic, you're leaving your child with that person. Somebody else you barely can trust. Really? You just met that nigga just because you like him. Everybody that you date don't need to be your kids. I feel like it's like some of you guys, if you got kids, you be grateful for the kids you got, and you don't need to have no goddamn more. And I hate to put it like that, but I don't, because I see the material. It's like an energy surrounding, like, When I look at these lily pads, I'm thinking about Shrek. And I'm thinking about the father figure in Shrek. And he was naive. Like, he signed his whole life away and damn near got his daughter killed. Just being selfish. Like, a lot of you guys, it might be people in your life that try to help you or extend offers of help and then you get offended by it. But you low-key need the shit. You know? You need the assistance. Don't get mad. Some of you guys, it could just be that, like, the Ten of Pentacles right here. I'm gonna be honest, like, some people have kids because they want kids with that person they had kids with. Some people don't have kids because they actually want kids. And I think you have to be honest with yourself when you're thinking about, when you laying down with motherfuckers, do I want a kid or do I just like how I feel in this relationship? Okay? Because children are not part-time jobs. I feel like you already have kids. The good thing is that just your kids have pure hearts and that they're being protected from psychic attacks. The good thing is that your kids will grow and they have had people around them up until this point. Outside, you're not saying you're the worst person ever, but I'm just saying, like, they've had other people in their life, possibly other feminine, specifically in masculine, like an older masculine, like a grandfather or something, and possibly like an aunt or something up until this point to like help you up like with this child and a reunion. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, you can't give yourself all the credit for the good things that are going on with your kids right now. For a lot of you, somebody else had to step in, or people are constantly having to step in to try to help you with the child or the children that you constantly have, or the children that you currently have is what I meant to have. Some of you guys are constantly having kids just to give somebody, and I know somebody like that. It was a girl in the hood, growing up. This girl, I'm not even bullshitting you, had 10 kids already, was on her 11th baby, staying with her mama. True story. Had 10 kids already, was on her 11th baby, staying with her mama. Beautiful girl. Okay, hazel eyes. At the time, she was light skinned, so a lot of niggas was going for that thick red, light red in the summertime, light skin in the winter, sandy red hair, beautiful hazel green eyes. Sometimes her kids' eyes was gray, sometimes they was blue, green. People just wanted pretty kids with her. But besides that, this woman was crazy. Like, this is somebody that was constantly in and out of jail. She liked to get high on that powder and shit like that. Like, she was focused on herself. Her kids was safe and provided for, but not because she was just the best mother in the fucking world. It was more so because people love them kids, and because she had family members like sisters and shit, they just really loved her kids. And I know somebody right now, like my best friend, her sister, like, on dope. And she was just talking to me about how her sister is like, her child right now got special needs and is staying with her mama. So why would you want to have kids, another baby for your mama to take care of you? Like, stupid shit like that. So if this is not your turn, then it's not for you. And I'm not going to feel bad. Because if this is you, then shit, you do need to be told this is some stupid shit you on. And you need to have to bring an innocent child through this shit if this is you. Okay, for a lot of you like, kid, you going in and this ain't got shit to do with me. Okay, Clown Power is confirmation dedicated to you. Because somebody here, one of your cousins definitely need a verbal ass whooping right now. For sure. For sure. One of your cousins definitely need a verbal ass whooping. Like, I know somebody right now to get mad. They get mad all the time when I do things for their child. They get mad that I love their child, but then to take their child just to spite me and go put their child in harm's way and send them off for weekends and shit with strangers at parties and shit. Children get abused by children too. FY fucking I. Okay, this is like something, I know somebody right now that'll go put their child in harm's way just to spite me because she's jealous or envious of the relationship that I have with her child. Which is stupid. And for some of you guys, you are like that. My mama put me in harm's way just to spite my daddy. Like, I know a lot of people that's like that. So it's more common than what it's not. And some of you guys, that's what you're doing. You need to stop this shit. And if it's not your pal, shut up and get on somewhere. Because I'm irritated right now because it's for somebody. Okay? A lot of you guys, like, I don't know, I'm hearing it's not religious. Some of you guys try spirituality because you don't like structure. You want to be able to do what the fuck you want to do. Okay, so I guess you was thinking you could come over here and get a tarot reading and get here's some hunky-dory shit you just wanted to hear. Absolutely the fuck not. The Trap Tarot Ministry not gonna tell you no hunky-dory bullshit. Ever. Not today, not tomorrow, the next day, or the next day, or the next day. Period. Okay? So, if you have kids, I feel like your kids are innocent and sweet. But I feel like you just be putting them around the wrong people. Like, you definitely don't be sending your kids around nobody that fucking hates you, that treated you like shit when you was pregnant. Okay, don't be sending your kids around nobody that has. You have heard them say, or their kids say, yeah, that person used to abuse me. You don't be sending your kids around nobody that was abusive to you and leading them there. The same bitch I just told y'all was mad and shit about like me and shit, and they get mad because I do shit for their child, and I love their child. That's the same bitch that left their kids to be babysitted by somebody that she know was a creep. The same bitch, and then was mad when her kids was coming back less to take care of. What did you expect? Did you think that that man was gonna stop being creepy? Did you think that bitch that allowed the creepy shit to happen to you was gonna stop intervening when it came to your child? Did you really think that? I know a bitch right now like that. I had told my best friend, a couple years ago, not the current friend I have, but one of my good friends, okay? Same one I told y'all planned a pregnancy in high school, that bitch. So I told her, listen, I'm getting ready to fight you like a bitch in the street, because I stumbled across a picture on her phone where her baby, her child, but she wanted so fucking bad, and they put into this world for her mama and her daddy to take care of in this late age. And her parents is old, mind you. Okay, we was in high school, her parents was damn near on their deathbed. Old as fuck, could barely move around. So this same person showed me a picture of her baby sharing an ice cream cone with a man she had met that same week. And her logic was, he got kids. What the fuck? What does that have to do with anything? Oh, he wouldn't do nothing to nobody kids because he got kids. Ditch it in the motherfucker, green in the bitches. Some of y'all green in the motherfucker. And y'all don't need to be having no goddamn kids. Okay? Y'all don't. For some of y'all who are drawn to this path, and it's like, it is not to make you feel bad. Because she's somebody who has a disadvantage. She was not brought up a certain type of way. And somebody should have been honest with her from the get-go, because too many people wasn't. She had to, like, when she disconnected from me, like I said, we probably trained her daughter. We got her daughter to be speaking her, writing her name and saying her name properly. It was me detangling her daughter's hair the proper way, because she had a head full of beautiful ass hair and braiding it, making sure she had her hair done. It was me making sure her mama enrolled her in school when she was 3 years old, because it's time for her to go to school. You have to have some muscle and bustle to make sure your daughter got some uniforms at this bitch. Quit smiling in the nigga face and go get your baby some goddamn uniforms. And bitch, if you're gonna be sucking dick all day, ask the nigga for $40 so you get you some goddamn uniform pants for your baby, because she ain't that goddamn big yet. Shit. Now I get irritated about that, but it's somebody like they're showing me like, oh shit. And I just got super thirsty, and I was thirsty in my dreams. Like, even in my dream, I was dreaming about Krishan Rock and Blueface and shit. Even in my dream, I was dreaming about people I know that are like not the best parents. And yes, I'm not slandering Krishan. Krishan had to witness a lot of fucked up shit, but at the same time, who things can exist at once? In this adult age, we can't not hold her accountable for the things that she does with her child. That's a life that didn't ask to be here. A life that she sucked and fucked and carried to full term and gave birth to. Knowingly under the pretense that she wasn't healed and wasn't even able to like handle things that was going on in her personal life the healthy way. Okay? Confirmation. Some of you guys was lucky enough to receive a child. Okay? And it's like, your kid is supposed to inspire you to want to do better. And it takes so much more than looking good. Some of you guys are far focused on looking like good, far too focused on looking like good parents than actually being good parents. My mom was like that. What goes on in this house stays in this house. Right? You beating the fuck out of us, and you making me feel bad for developing as a young lady because your boyfriend's a creep. Wow. Okay, that makes sense. But I'm supposed to smile when family come around and act like you the best mother in the fucking world when you're not. Okay, so I don't know who need a fucking reality check, but for a lot of you guys, your kid, and I don't feel like your kids hate you at all. That's the crazy part about it. They might be too young to know. Your kids might be young enough, the kids that you do have, your baby might be young enough to where you can still turn your life around right now. But some of you guys are far too trusting with the motherfuckers you got in your energy. And I'm not saying you're the worst parent in the world, because it's always somebody worse, but that don't change from the fact that there's work to be done. Okay? It's with things that you can look at yourself and say, this could be better. Okay? Some of you guys, you bring your kids around family members that you know good and goddamn well was weird when you was little. They didn't change. They just got older. Okay? I don't know why some people need to be told that, but you need that self-love. Okay? I love you anyway, but you need this tough love type of conversation. Okay? If they already have kids, what do they know about their kids? Okay. Okay, I don't like the fact these fell on the floor. A lot of them are falling on the floor. Like, are you dropping your babies? And look at this. Like, it's the lover's card. Like, some of you guys are just in love. And some of you guys, you don't have kids right now. You just in a relationship with somebody that you just like. You do not have to, everybody that you like or that you date does not reserve the right to, like, carry your child or for you to carry their child. Okay, that's just what it is. I think I said that for you guys. I think with y'all the power, I say everybody you date don't need to beat your kids. Everybody you like don't need to beat your pussy either, or your dick. I think that was y'all where I said that. Okay, so if they have kids, anything else they know? For those who choose this power, before we move on to the next one, look at that. Like, if they have kids, anything else they need to know? Some of you could be the fact, like, some of you guys, you work too much and you wouldn't even be able to be present in your kids' life to know what was going on, because you have to work. If you don't, my ass don't hustle, my kids won't eat. And some of you guys is like that. Like, you gotta be thinking about having no more kids, okay? You're gonna be having no. Some of you guys, it's just the fact y'all having raw sex and y'all don't need to be doing it, okay? Some of y'all feelings hurt. Oh, fucking well. Okay, I care more about the future of them kids than I care about anybody growing. Anybody that know me will tell you that. Period. Okay, I didn't feel like with a lot of people about their kids. So watch the subscriber views go down, because motherfuckers is gonna be mad because I said this. So if y'all are watching this and this is not your pal, because a lot of my subscribers just like to watch the video all the way through just to see what messages are scattered throughout the video. If y'all are watching this, y'all already watch. Because anytime I drop a real ass message, they be wanting to see that love, that hunky-dory shit, right? And if it come out beautiful, I'll read it beautiful. But sometimes the shit come out raw and fun, unfiltered like this, and watch. It's always at least 3 of that are like dwindle off and shit like that. And then for a while it'll be steady, and then I'll get like 10 more. But yeah, y'all will be back after y'all get out your feelings. For those of you who do describe the unsubscribe, because you're gonna realize, like, when you go to watch another reading, you're gonna think about how real and true this one was. When you go to watch another one on the other page, they just tell you some lies about, oh, you're a phenomenal mother, and you know good and goddamn well you barely got your fucking kids. Oh yeah, and your kids love when you read bedtime stories to them. You know good and goddamn well your kids go to their aunt to get them stories read and shit. Like, your baby be doing, like I'm seeing Matilda, like a baby doing shit. Oh, she's just this, very smart, doing things by herself out of necessity. It's like, them parents had no business having kids. Like, nobody could have told them, what the fuck, you barely can take care of a little boy. What you having a little girl for? So, it's somebody out here that, I don't know. I don't know. Some of you guys, you know what I'm also getting? If you are always taking care of other people's kids, this could be a message for you that you do not, it's not your responsibility to take care of other people's kids. But if you choose or decide to accept somebody else's kid, you can make sure that you're able to provide for them. Because if you can't, then don't be burdening yourself down with these responsibilities, because motherfuckers suck and fuck, and then they feel like you're obligated to help them. Some of you is your grandbabies, okay? And it's like, girl, I ain't got no kids, but you probably got custody of your grandbabies. And your current child, the one that's the parent of these kids, this motherfucker think about having more. And they don't need to be doing that shit. So, I don't know. If they got kids, the ones that's watching this message is for them. If this message is for them, if they got kids, what do they know about them kids? Spirit of living God. What do they know about them kids if this message is for them? The kids be better off, I'm telling you, somewhere else. Or you just gotta get your shit together. You have to sacrifice some things in the 6 of Swords. Okay, and that's what being a parent is about. Okay, don't be, especially if you're a woman, you definitely don't gotta know. Like, you ain't like, no, I know a lot of men get like, here's the thing, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, it has a lot of effects on when a father is out and absent, or like a deadbeat. But I'm telling you from experience, nothing hurts more like than a mother, or being a half-ass mother. Nothing hurts more than that. I didn't see my daddy go through that, and I didn't experience it firsthand. Having a sorry-ass mother, that shit fucks up your child for forever. Some of you guys are products of that. You just gotta want better. Okay, you gotta want better for your kids. You have to. It's like you're gonna have to make some sacrifices to clean some shit up so that your kids can have a better life. Tell me more. If they just meant to just feel what they know about their kids. Yeah, the 9 of Swords and the Moon card. Some of you guys, your kids, you parenting your child don't have to always consist of you belittling them and talking to them crazy. Like, I heard my sister the other day telling my niece, because she was sick, and at the same time my niece was sick, was quit playing with me. There ain't no shit you say to no child. You know, some of you guys have to be more cognizant of the things you say to your kids. Okay, some of you guys talk to your kids like they just as grown as you because they mature and they're advanced, but they're not that fucking mature and they're not that fucking advanced for you to be talking to them like they on your level. Because if they start acting, when they get grown, they start treating you like they on your level, you're gonna be feeling like they did you wrong. Okay? Confirmation. 5 of Wands and 9 of Swords suggest that your kids probably scared of you. Or your relationship with them, it could be better. Like, I feel like when you are stressed out, you tend to project that shit onto your kids. And for a lot of you guys, like, you might be working on things, you might be trying to introduce new things with your kids, and you have to be very patient with your children as you usher them into this new version of you. Be very patient with them. Some of you guys are young mothers, and it's like your kids have been through some unsavory shit, possibly because you just don't know how to, like, get along with people. Like, I don't know, like, some of you guys, there's somebody in your life right now that you just don't like, but this person loves your kids and takes care of your kids. But it will behoove you to maintain a relationship with this person. I'm just going to be completely honest. Your kids should not make your kids feel like they got to choose between their parents either. Because this is mommy, daddy. Okay, right here, the moon. Okay, secrets and things in nature. Your child don't have to know why. Like, when they get old enough to comprehend it, yeah, you can tell them why y'all split up, you and the parents, right? But your kids don't have to hear about how their daddy ain't shit all the time if that's not their experience with their daddy. Or your kids don't have to hear about how their mama ain't shit all the time if that's not their experience with their mama. Okay, I remember when motherfuckers used to drive around the hood where they knew my mama and daddy, where my mama was, okay, just to make us feel like shit. Like, okay, I know that my mama knows where we are and that she's healthy and that she's deliberately not showing up for us. Taking us to her neighborhood and driving around so we can see her with her boyfriend is crazy. As kids, we was already suffering. Okay, why would you go take us around her? No, it's just so we can be neglected or feel worse about her not being there. That is still mama that did some stupid fucked up shit like that too. In the day, they allowed that shit to happen, like that was doing shit. Drive out, let's go see about your mama. Oh, there she is over there. We see your mama, she okay? Has she contacted you? You know goody goddamn well my mama only talk to me. So some of you guys, like your kids, like you be hurting their feelings. Okay, a lot of you got very sensitive children. Very sensitive children. Your kids probably act out because they feel like you don't get no attention from your confirmation. So some of you, your kids, the only time they get your attention, the person I just was talking about, they said that to their kids, like, this somebody that really, unless it's in front of people where she can get a lot of clout, mom clout, for having a beautiful, talented child. For the most part, she on TikTok and shit, or smile on a nigga face. But let her child do something that's disruptive, okay? If she does this for the child just because she don't want to hear nobody else say something. Half the time it's somebody else telling her child, don't do that. Hey. And she just mad that it's somebody else telling her child not to do it because she got her face in her fucking phone. Okay, some of you guys, like, your kids do shit for attention. They're not even really bad. They just know that if they do fucked up shit, they'll get attention. And some of you guys, you just give your kids attention, just not when they feeling. Okay, some of you guys, you only really present when your kids need discipline, and you need to be present more than that. A lot of you, your kids, they got mental health things going on. I'm not a doctor, but this right here, what they look like right here. Your kids notice when you disappointed them, when you sad or frustrated, and some of you, your kids feel like that you be bored or disinterested with them. Okay, like. It's crazy because it sounds like his kids outside, and the person whose child is outside talking, this bitch sent her baby outside, and he's like 6 years old, and it's cold as fuck. She did this shit in the summertime. It don't matter the weather. But why are you sending your child outside by themselves in their drawers, in a diaper? Sometimes he in a diaper and 6 years old, walking around the hood, no shoes, no shirt, no nothing. That's neglect. That's abuse. So that's definitely confirmation. I know exactly this is the same bitch that fought her son in front of these kids. I seen this bitch throw a stroller at our house with a baby in it. So I definitely know this is for a specific demographic of people. Those of you choose this path, but some of your kids are like, I don't know, they work out things and they maturing. But this could be because they in school. This could be because they got other people in their life that are like helping them. But for a lot of you guys, I feel like what your kids want you to know is like you either go to therapy, maybe even allow other people to help you. Then you need support, okay? This child probably don't feel safe when it's just you. You're probably too aggressive to this kid. You the type of person, you don't need to be whooping your kids because you take this shit too fucking far. And you need to be thinking twice. Turn some shit in your mouth 7 times before you say it to this baby. Because they're not your tragedy. Just because you're frustrated, don't be going towards this baby and being aggressive towards this baby. Because you mad. Okay? But the 60 Swords talks about its potential for you to work on this relationship. You can be a better parent if you do have kids. There's still room for growth. Okay? You have to be more emotional. Some of you guys have sons. I can see both. I can see where you guys have daughters, and your daughter is like, your daughter might look like somebody you don't fuck with. And whether you realize it or not, you project that same shit on the child. Like, however that person treated you, you low-key treat that child that way. If you got a son, I can see where somebody's like, I don't want you to be like your daddy. Okay? Or I don't want you to be like these niggas that I didn't fucked with. And it's like, when, like, my mom was like that. When she was single, she was a great mom. When she was in a relationship, she was full of shit. And it made us feel like part-time jobs are like conditional. You know, like, shit, when it was convenient for her to have a relationship with us, when nobody else wanted to be around her, she loved being a mom. But as soon as she got a piece of a man, being a mom was not even on her list. I would say the last thing on her list, but it wasn't on the list at all. At all. Like, I don't know. I pretty got your energy. I love y'all to the money back and around the household just to be better parents if this is your pal. If it's not, we gonna see you in the next one. Bye. Shit.
I've done did a lot of shit just to live this here lifestyle. We came straight from the bottom to the top, my lifestyle. We were living life like beginners, and this is only the beginning. Find your dreams come true, and I wonder if you know what it means, and I wonder at night. Say I think I'll never.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay, we just cut the cameras, dead ass. We're not doing no pre-show for too long right here. Cause the other pal pissed me off, and this right here is a complete different type of vibe. And that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Out this bitch. Okay? So it's your girl Kitty, straight to have back on the Sugar Production. What that means, I'm never gonna say you don't have to do bullshit. I'm always gonna tell you what the fuck you can hear. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you all the way around. So I just spoke because of my reasons that bothers you. Get the fuck off. So, okay. When I started asking you all, what's y'all parental status? Why do I feel like y'all single parents? Okay, for a lot of you guys, you single mothers watching this. Okay. And how I'm looking at this, like, what I like is that your kids, you probably doing this for a lot of you guys. Either you co-parent and like you do the shit like by yourself. You're not asking for too much assistance. Okay, I feel like for a lot of you guys, this second chakra energy with this Ariel card, for a lot of you guys, you are like strong, independent, like parents. Okay, I feel like for a lot of you guys, it didn't work between you and this person that you have children with. However, I can get the energy that you're very confident and proud of your children. Like, I'm glad that I got this out of it. Okay. For a lot of you guys, like, that's your parental status, and that's where you at with your regarding your parenthood. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're constantly thinking about how you can be a better parent, how you can break generational curses, which is beautiful energy. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, I love to see that type of shit. That's different. I love that. I'm different. Yep, I'm different. Pull up to the stage with my syllabus. Some of you guys, like, I don't know if you was 21 when you first had kids, or if your kids, like, you had your kids at a young age, or it could have been late. It don't matter. Young or late age, it don't really matter. But for a lot of you guys, it just seems to me that you just take parenthood very seriously. You're very hands-on. Okay, so if you got kids, bitch, you're up late at night doing homework, helping with projects, all types of shit. And but no, ain't no half-ass projects around here. Bitch, we're doing a whole 3D model and shit like that. That's the type of mom or dad that you are. And I love to see it. Okay? I love to see it. For a lot of you, your child look just like you. Okay? Or you're just very, like, when you talk about you can't not talk about them kids. Like, you just can't. It don't matter how many kids you got, you love them. Okay? It don't matter what the relationship was like between you and the parents, you love your kids. Okay? If the sun don't come up no more, you got your children. That's all you care about. And I love that. Okay? If you ain't got time for your kids, you ain't got time for nothing. And for a lot of you guys, your kids put the battery in your back for you to hustle harder than a motherfucker. Okay? Put something on this world card. confidence. Okay, some of you guys, you could have walked away from a lot of people, okay, because you don't play about your kids. Bitch, if my kids don't like you, I don't like you, hoe. Okay, and it could be the parent, the other parent, or like it could be anybody, your parents, anybody. I have to talk about kids first, Lucius. Okay, with confidence coming there, I think that your kids, they give you like I'm telling you, they put the battery in your back for a lot of shit. They help you set boundaries. They made you a better person for a lot of you. Okay, you take parenthood very seriously out this bitch, very seriously. I'll start over anytime. No matter how many kids I got, bitch. I start over. I'll drop you like a with the drop of a hat. Show will for my kids. I love that. Tell me about tell me about their parenting. Like, what type of parent are they? What type of parent? My business is dyslexic child. What type of parent are they? Okay, I'm not your friend. I'm not one of your little friends. We old school around this motherfucker. I know that's right. Period. Old school. I'm not one of your little friends. We very traditional parenting. Okay, very traditional, but not to the point where we beating the fuck out of our kids so they scared to come to us. It's like we gentle parenting when it's necessary, but we know when to slide in that old school. Okay, you better act like you know. Okay, that quick to show up to a school. Not mine's acting like a goddamn clown. Not mine's. Quick, very involved, very hands-on. Okay, Miss PTA. Okay, Mr. Yes, I will be present on the first day of school and graduation. Who's a Gemini? Okay, so you're very involved. Period. Okay, what type of parent are you? What's tell about that parenting how? Okay. Consequences, you could be very like strict on your kids in power and guardianship because can't nobody tell you about how to raise your kids. Some of you guys, you came from Power 2, okay? And Power 2 was like so not your energy because I didn't even read this, but these cards did come out for Power 2, but I was just so fucking pissed off. I had to get the fuck out that energy. And some of you guys, when I was reading that, if you was drawing Power 2, you probably was like, oh nah, baby, that's their daddy. That's their fucking daddy. And you probably just needed to go to that pal just to hear it long enough. Or that's their mama just to hear long enough. They don't need to hear how the other parent ain't shit. This probably was the only message that was for you. And that whole pal. But we're going to get out their energy because it's all about you. I ain't the type of parent you are. Now, there's a balance between you make time to have fun and all that extra shit. But there's a time and a place for it. Okay, a time and a very much so a place for it. Well, diamonds, I feel like you make sure that your kids see you. You're not just asking them to do shit that you can't like provide. Okay, first and foremost, I'm not a hypocrite. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. You don't have no reason to fail because I'm making sacrifices and I'm showing you that done. If I want you to get all A's, I'm up here studying with you, baby. We can learn this together. Okay, period. We can figure this out together. So no secrets, no lies, no manipulated because I'm not raising no half-ass kids. Okay, for a lot of you raise your kids to know their power and divinity. You're not the type of parent that's trying to stifle your kids' creativity. Okay, you're not jealous. You're not in secret competition with your kids. In fact, you want your kids to do better than you. When they do make things that are better, make decisions and choices that are better than the ones that you have made, you make sure that you tell them you are achieving things that I wish that I could accomplish. You that type of parent, and I fuck with you because of that. Okay, I fuck with you because of that. I fuck with you, girl or boy. I fuck with you, girl or boy. So yeah, big difference. I ain't nothing like you. Period. So some of you guys, you type of person, you like me, bitch. I fall in love with her for the way she don't show up for her kids. I know that's right. I know that's right, cause I can't see. I got kids. It ain't no excuses. Some of you guys had deadbeat parents. Okay. So it's like, and some of you guys could have in the past had kids way before you had the kids you have right now. But it's like, nah, I just can't make the same mistakes. Okay, I just can't repeat certain shit. My kids at the very least gonna have X, Y, and Z. And I'm gonna make sure if I gotta sacrifice, okay? For my kids to have that, that's what it is. So, what do they know about their children? For those who select this power, what they need to know about their children. Celestial alignment, I love it. I love it. I love it. Gifted, okay? Gifted. You or your kids could be a fire sign in Sagittarius, okay? Or a Cancer, Scorpio energy, or Earth sign, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. But either way, flip script over down. Your kids are beautiful. Your kids are protected. Your kids can see things too. You have to have a conversation with your kids about some of the things they can see. If your kids tell you they scared or they act like they don't want to go to bed, they really are seeing shit. So you can trust them. Okay, your kids really do have gifts, and you probably just ain't had them conversations with your kids for real, to where you can like see what their gifts are, but you can sit down with them and explain everything, or just try to see what they know first. A lot of your kids have gifts that are so natural to them. Like for me, I could see spirits growing up, And I talked about that shit very cavalierly. And some of my family members, they didn't like that shit. They was like putting me in closets and all types of shit. They did not understand that type of. They was like, hell no. Some of my family was like, oh yeah, that's just babies can talk to their angels. That's what y'all supposed to do. Like when you young, the veil be thin. Some family members, it was like, oh, it was nothing. And other family members took that shit like it was so demonic and shit like that. So some of you guys, like your kids, they could be like me or they could be like you. They could have a lot of spiritual gifts that's like normal and natural to them. But they probably just don't know. Like with a celestial alignment, they're not just throwing magic in random places. Like I feel like they know how to harness their gifts and use them. But I think that it's like they're showing me tales of the hood. Okay.
That's Tyrone.
Walter, do you think I could talk to your mother sometime?
What for?
About the monster you told me that.
She doesn't want to hear it. She says we already knew once.
I will see you after recess.
What happened? He was running in the building after recess and fell down the stairs.
Well, did somebody shove him?
No, he just fell. Sort of collapsed. But you know, it makes no sense. How do you break both arms and legs falling down? Boy must have had weak bone. Boy must have had weak bone. Boy must.
Your kids might just now be finding out like about magic and things of that nature, or astrology and simple shit, and it piques their interest and it helps them understand a lot. So I don't know, it's like when you tell that birds and bees conversation, you probably need to have like that that angels conversation, you know. I don't know, but your kids are very gifted. Okay, we have alchemy, very intelligent. Because we just said that you are very hands-on. You know, I think be at that schoolhouse and acting a goddamn fool, not mine. You better go in there and like, you know, the common sense guy gave a goddamn bill to go. I know that's right, period. And your kids are definitely, you got type of kids, they might give you a hard time when it's you. And you might be like, child, that won't give me run for my money. With your kid, your parent, people are like, oh my gosh, your kids are very well mannered. But I didn't have no problems at your kids. You better not. They know better. I know that's right. And it's not in a sense to where your kids are scared of you. Your kids just respect you. They know not to play with it. But they don't fear you. Okay, your kids just know consequences. It says it right there. Consequences. Your kids know consequences. Okay. Some of you guys with this Draco right on top of guardian shoot, you probably willing to pull out. Yeah, that stick for my babies, for my kids. Bitch, don't ever fucking fuck around and play with me. I'm gonna adopt mine. I know that's right. A big shift. A big difference. Okay? You ain't nothing like pal 2 and 2. Period. You ain't nothing like them. I love that for you. I love that for you. Tell me more about their kids. What do they know about their kids? That's what I'm talking about. We have naked. Okay, I do think your kids are finding themselves. Okay, some of you guys, we need to have that birds and bees talk because you don't want your kids to learn from other kids about sex. Okay, especially if you got it. I don't care how little you think your kids is. Take it from somebody that's a former educator. They get younger and younger talking about sex in daycare. Younger and younger. Younger and younger. Ask them what they know. Take them to the library if the conversation gets too uncomfortable. Okay, and make sure that there is a safe space for them that can be able to communicate with you what their body is going through. Because they're definitely learning their body and expressing themselves. And boys do it very young. Boys be babies, be their little minister confirmation. So, your kids are definitely going through some hormonal changes. I know for me, I was at a very young age where I started noticing boys in the sense to where I thought they were cute and stuff. So your kids are definitely at the age where they are noticing what they like and what they don't like. That's so you get the opportunity to know. Some of your kids, you got like middle schoolers and shit like that, high school, they finna go through a growth spurt that you are not ready for. Especially them girls. Okay? Especially them girls. Or some of you, if you got sons, your son is going to start thinking about sex early because the girls around him, because you know they grown and they raised differently. You probably drop your son off, for those of you who are boy moms. You drop your little boy off like, damn, these little girls are grown as me. When these kids start looking so goddamn, oh, what the fuck? They're showing me one of my, like a couple of my, I don't know which one. Cause I be getting my subscribers Sexy Red and Red Bone mixed up. But I got two, like, I got 2 subscribers with like red something mixed up. Like one of them got a baby daddy who married somebody that looked just like them, and the other one is a boy mom. And I be getting them mixed up all the time. But I could just see both of them being drawn to this pal. Whichever one got the boy is gonna might be drawn to this pal. But yeah, if it's you, comment down below, girl. Cause I think one time I edited you and I got you mixed up with somebody else. But child, you know. Cause I think wasn't it you that I was like, oh, you're a doppelganger, and I think you deleted your comment because I figured I got you mixed up. You might have got mad. You was like, bitch, I don't look like that hoe. I think I got you mixed up with somebody else. Okay, my fault, girl. But back to the story. Like some of you guys, I can see that where it's like you got to be very careful around who your kids are about, because it's not them. Your kids raised right. It's their little friends and shit that's mannish and shit, grown and shit. And for some of you, you need to be careful. Like, go to your PTA meetings. That's why I said Mr. and Mrs. PTA. One of these teachers at your children's school is weird. One of these teachers, you need to sit down and ask them, like one of these teachers, they go to school with tight ass clothes, sharing shit that they don't need to be sharing with the students and shit. And you need to talk to your child to figure that out. Okay. Okay. Secrets revealed, intuition, and grief. Okay, some of your children remember like the breakup between you and a parent if that arrived, or they remember the death of somebody very candidly. Some of you, like, I can't make this up, your kids can see spirits, and if you sit there and talk to your kids, they will tell you some things that they ought to not remember or they ought to not know. Now, I watched this video one time where this lady was talking to her daughter. She was like 8 years old, and she hated unicorns. And she said, every time I see a kid with a unicorn, I think pathetic. And she sat down with her child and she asked her to like think about why she feels that way. And they basically did some sort of memory regression technique with one another, and she was able to find out that on her child's 3rd birthday, and she thought that her child forgot about this, on her child's 3rd birthday, their granddad had just died, and there was pictures about her granddaddy around at the birthday party, and she kept asking, where's Papa, where's Papa, where's Papa? And everybody kept saying he's in a better place, he's fine, you know. And she was forced to celebrate her birthday at a time in which she couldn't even process grief when she was missing her granddad. And although she was too young to feel those emotions, the way it processed later down the line is that she eternally, I guess she didn't realize it, but she made herself feel bad for celebrating her birthday when she should have been grieving. Okay, and this was an emotion that her daughter was going through at the time, and she couldn't even process it. So she had to experience those emotions of grief later in age, because when she was young, she really couldn't understand what was going on, not to comprehend and to feel those emotions when the other grown people were. Because she felt like she should have been celebrating because everybody was there to celebrate her, but she was really upset and sad about her granddad not being there. Okay, and I guess in turn down the line, I guess internalized it as people are pathetic for liking unicorns. But it's not that people are pathetic for liking unicorns. She just felt pathetic for celebrating her birthday when she should have been grieving. And some of you, your child remembers some shit that you probably feel like they shouldn't remember, and they internalize it as their fault. So some of you guys, just make sure that you're talking to your kids. I feel like your kids would help you figure out whatever this is with secrets revealed, the intuition. Your kids are very intelligent, and they know and remember a lot more than what you think. Okay? And if you sit down and talk to your kids more often, because I feel like they are getting older, and I feel like they will be open to talking to you. It might be a little awkward, but if you was to, and I know you have this relationship, I'm not one of your little friends. You ain't my friend. Okay, Shamar, calm down. Okay, I know you want them not to. I'm not that friend, Keith. I get it. I get it. But I think that your child looks at you as their best friend regardless. Like, they know that y'all not on the same level. Y'all not equals around this bitch. They know that. But they still look at you as like one of their best friends, which is a blessing in itself. And I think your kids do feel safe enough to open you, but they probably don't even want to bother you. Your kids look at you as like a superwoman or a superhero. That's how your kids look at you. We got a boy mom here, okay, and then we got a girl mom back there, okay. But definitely, if you got a son, your son look at you like the light of his life, and anybody that he likes is gonna be a lot like you in their mind. I know that's creepy, but that's just how they think about it. Yeah, they definitely think about you in like a way, not the way it's inappropriate or weird, but they look at you like you couldn't know wrong. Your kids put you on a pedestal to where they think that you're damn near perfection. Your kids love the fuck out of you. They love the fuck out of you, okay? For those who select this pal, oh, I'm so happy to be in your energy. So happy to be in your energy. This is the best pal thus far. For those who have kids who select this pal, what do they need to know about their children? What do they need to know about their children? For those who select this pal, what do they need to know about their children? If you like to dye your hair and change your hair into all types of different colors and shit, or if you've been experimenting more with your makeup or changing your style, I feel called to tell your kids like that. They like to see you express yourself. They think that it's cool, and they look you talk about that to their friends the best way they know how. Even if your kids can barely fucking talk, I promise you they try to string together baby words to say that they think that you're cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of you guys have babies or kids and shit like that, and they be cooling and shit to other toddlers in the room trying to say, "Oh, it's cool." Like, my mom is the one with purple hair. My mom is the one with the green hair and the color contacts. My mom is the one with the red wig and stuff like that. My mom was doing all the tattoos. That's my mama. Everything's so cool. My daddy's the one with all the tattoos. My dad's the one in the Tesla. My dad's the one in a BMW, nice sports car. My dad is the one right there that's dressed really cool with the new shoes. That's my dad. Like, somebody, I feel like your kids, like, they like that about you. Like, whatever you feel like makes you edgy and makes you stick out, like, you got children's clout, like, for days, because your kids hype you up, okay? Like, your kids, they always talk about how cool and how awesome you are, period. Like, yes, okay? Or they will, if this is future energy. For those who have kids, I feel like you guys already have kids who just like this pal. That's why I did it each pal differently, because I wanted each pal to be tailor-made. Now, if you're looking for a more episode, I do have a reading. I'm going to put it in the description box where I do each child you're fated to have in this lifetime, pregnancy with each of them, what they'll look like, their genders, personality, spiritual gifts, which you would benefit from, because I just told you that your kids have spiritual gifts. Go check that out. I'll put it in the description box because it might be proved to be beneficial for you. Okay, confirmation. As an extension to this one. Okay. But this one, I just kind of wanted to leave it up to open to interpretation based on what needs to be said. But I feel like some of you guys, you are hard on yourself about what type of parents you are, and your kids love you. Period. They think that you're so smart, so loving, so nurturing, so cool, so awesome. I love that. Okay. Talking about my best friend. They think you're lenient too. Like, you might feel like you're a little bit strict, but your kids don't feel like they like this. Because when your kids get around other motherfuckers who don't have structure, they be like, I'm so glad. Hell no. I'm glad y'all said no to some confirmation. Your kids bougie than a motherfucker. I really want to say that. Like, your kids get around other motherfuckers who parents let them do whatever. Like, your mama let you have boys over. You got daughters and shit like that. Your daughter be like that. Like, your mama let you got boys over with the door closed. I don't think you should be doing that. Like, you got the child that's the voice of reason. That's the type of child you're raising. You got little boys. Your son is like, yeah, I don't think we just told our parents we was gonna be here. I don't think we need to be there. Are y'all sure? I don't know if I feel comfortable lying, bro. No, I'm gonna call my daddy. I'm gonna call my mama. I don't know about that. I don't want to vandalize. I don't want to smoke. I'm good. No. My mama told me that ain't good for you. No, you got that type of child. I'm telling you. Okay, what do they know about their kids? So those who select this power, what do they know about their kids? That's a very specific way. 3 of Cups. I'm telling you, your kids love you. Your kids think that you're their best friend. I know you said that you're not one of their little friends, but they think that you're their best friend. Your kids love you and they like you, which is important. A lot of people take advantage of the fact, confirmation because the dog's going crazy. A lot of people go take advantage of the fact, because it's been quiet this whole reading, the fact that their kids love them, but not everybody can say that their kids like them. Confirmation. Okay, we get it. Shut up. Shit. They be doing too fucking much outside. But your kids love and like you. What else they need to know about their kids? What else they need to know about their kids? Okay, Ace of Wands. Your kids are very creative, very talented, very charismatic as well. They're a lot like you. And if you guys are doing something for entrepreneurship or something creative, your kids love what you do creatively. They think that it's cool. They want to do it too. Your kids, I'm telling you, they look at hold you in high regard. Your kids want to be a lot like you. With the Knight of Swords, they could possibly be a perfectionist. Your kids be hard on themselves because they compare themselves a lot to you. And if they have siblings, they compare themselves a lot to their siblings. Your kids could feel like that it's favoritism. Or your kids, they probably don't like the idea of sharing you with your friends and your lovers. Your kids are that position over you. Even if you in a relationship where it's like, baby, I was married before I had this child. I don't give a damn. Your child still don't like sharing. I just watched a video where this little boy had made up the fact that his mama worked from home, right? And he told his mama, daddy's cheating on you. He had another girl in the bed. He just dry ass lied because he didn't want his daddy hugging his mama. But imagine if his mama would have just, you know, imagine if they didn't have a very solidified marriage, you know, where they just knew that this kid was lying. This whole relationship would have been failed and crumbled. So be careful, because your kids could low-key, they could be like that. They could be mischievous in their nature, because your kids do not want to see you with nobody else. I'm telling you. Okay? But the Three of Cups is present to talk about your celebrations. I don't know if they got a birthday. If you just celebrated a birthday with your child, they love that shit. Okay? They loved it. They weren't expecting to get half the shit they got. Or it's the energy surrounded. Like your kids, like, they probably thinking about your birthday, what to give you a Christmas. Like your kids be the ones when it's time to create something for arts and crafts at school and shit during their electives for their parents. Your kid take that personally, so they really want to be able to get. They want you to be impressed. If you're the type of person that while your kids art up and throw it away, it hurts their feelings. Stop doing that shit. Save their art, okay? They got those now, those pictures now, where you can have like a 50, you can put like 50 to 100 of their artworks in one frame, and you could just change it and put the latest one in the frame. Right? And hold all their artwork, because your kids, they really do be wanting you to hold on to the stuff they make you. Some of you need to know that. Okay? Your kids really do want you to care about the art they create. I know that you can't tell if it's a dragon, a clown, a person, or your baby daddy, or your baby mama, whatever the fuck. I know you can't tell which one it is, but put it on the refrigerator anyway. Okay? They want you to express more excitement for the things they create. It's like, my mom, like, not a swords twice. Your kids are very nervous, very timid. Okay, might be shy. Might be some things that they see. They're probably scared if they spiritually get. I'm telling you, your kids can see some shit, and they don't even know how to have this conversation with you. So they might think you might not believe them. Or some of you, that could be. You could be so strict to where you always accuse your kids of lying, and they not liars. Okay, and some of you guys need to know that your kids have character. Okay, and they take it very personally when you discipline them, because they do not want to disappoint you. And your kids have character even when you're not present. So trust your kids. You type of kid, if your kids say that they got a teacher that's mean to them and got it out for them, trust your child, because they not the type of kids that'll just be getting by. Your kids know how to connect themselves, and even if they wrong, they know how to listen and be obedient. If your kids tell you that the teacher's giving them a hard time, you have to trust your kid, because I do feel like your kid is the type of child that speaks up against like wrongdoing. And for some of you, like your kids could often find themselves being bullied or casted away, not just by kids but adults too, because of the fact that they are raised right and they have an anointing over their life, and the fact that they speak up when shit is wrong and weird. I'm telling you, your children will experience that a lot growing up, like being ostracized from groups and shit, because they don't want to take penitentiary chances and shit. Like you got a goody two shoes on your head. I'm telling you, you do. I'm telling you. And they're very nervous, very nervous. Some of you guys need to make sure it's your 33 of Cups again. Okay, make sure you're letting your kids know that they can be independent. A lot of your kids like to be under you a lot, but they feel very uncomfortable around new people. Or if you have somebody you're dating that's new now, they don't really trust that person. They feel uncomfortable around this person. Not to say that they're the worst person ever, because I feel like this person loves your kids. If you have a new step parent around your child, they know that this person loves you and loves them, but it's just a new experience. So don't be trying to force it on them. Okay. For others of you guys, it's some of you guys are already in a relationship, and it's like we're married, happy, successfully together, and it's not that. It's just your kids. It's just, I'm telling you, your kids is bougie, bro. I'm telling you, your kids is bougie. I'm telling you, they bougie as fuck. When your kids go around other people, it's like, my mom make me home cooked meals when I'm hungry. Like, I don't know all this ghetto. Like, they eat noodles over here. I ain't never had no noodles. Like, some of your kids, I'm telling you, they spoiled. And they showed me a little boy that wear them glasses, and his mom be making him them big ass, gargantuous ass plates and shit. And when she give him like normal kid shit, he be like, what is this? Like, your kids fuck. And they bougie, little kid, they bougie. But it's because he raised good. I'm telling you. Especially, I'm telling you, girl or boy, it don't matter what you got. Girl or boy, I'm telling your kids, when you not around, they talk about you a lot. And they just want to go home. Okay, your kids probably run to the car during pickup time. They probably run to the car. They could be with their friends. You could be chilling out. You don't want to hang with them. I told them bye. I told them bye. I'm ready to go home, mama. Like that. Like, yeah. I'm ready to go home, daddy. Probably call you, tell you to pick them up from school. I'm ready to go. Can you come get me? Why are you in the nurse's office playing that nurse's face? Because they want to come home with you. You got them type of kids, for sure. What do you even know about their kids? I'm telling you, your kids are always, they defend, they stand up for other people too. If your kids get into a fight or something like that, it's because they stand up for somebody else. Your kids hate bullies. They stand for something. Your kids have great character. Great character. I love your kids. I love your kids, girl. And I love you. I love you, boy, for how you raising these children, because they got good character. They're gonna be some phenomenal politicians, doctors, activists and shit. I see it. They got good people. They good people. Okay. They could be a little passive aggressive. They'll always express what they feel is hurt about certain things. They could be a little bit mischievous. Okay. Because I think this child here, I feel like when they be mischievous, it's more so because they like I said, they find their bodies and stuff, then look grown or whatever. So if your kids are requesting more privacy, it's because of that. Especially if you have little boys, they're finding their bodies. Give them space. Okay. Or if you have a little girl, it's time to have that conversation with them for sure. A shit show. So they don't know raggedy ass little boy tell them about their body. Just because you just go and have that uncomfortable conversation, just so they know, and they gonna say, ew, mama, ew, daddy, I don't want to talk about that, but you need to have that conversation with them. I'm telling you. You do. And it's gonna adjust, and you gotta have this conversation a few times with them throughout their life, because it's gonna adjust based off their age group. But yeah, you need to have that conversation with your kids about it. They know no spaces. Okay, if they younger, and if they older, condoms, okay, safe sex, talking about STDs, STIs, and things of that nature. Vaginal health, if they're not old enough to have that conversation, you at least need to explain to them about discharge and shit like that, because their body's going through changes, pre-cum and stuff like that, because their body's going through changes. And it's going to be an uncomfortable conversation, but it's about time to have it. Okay. And that's really the only critique I got to give y'all, really. It's just your kids want you to care about their artwork a little bit more. When they show you projects and things that they work on, when they say, mama, look, it could be the dumbest shit ever, the little dumbest dances and shit, but just act like that they are the best ever at everything they do. I know you be tired, but just hype them up, homeboy, homegirl. Hype them up, because they really care about your opinion. And they hold you, like, they look at you as like the goddess or god of their life, like that. Like, well, I'm not gonna say the god of their life, but they look at you as like their superhero, or, you know, your kids really love you and look up to you. Your kids are very sweet, a little bit naive, and that's you might need to put some little. Your kids lack street smarts because you shield them from certain things, so that's why you need to be talking to your kids so you know what's going on, so you can put them on game, confirmation. But yeah, that's all I can really tell you about your kids. I love you guys. To the money back and around on. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.
I've done did a lot of shit just to live this here lifestyle. We came straight from the bottom to the top, my lifestyle. We were living life like beginners, and this is all